Morning.
I am a wife.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Even though it's not morning, it's actually
3 o'clock.
well, 11 minutes past 3. But
actually,
it's kind of morning for me because, well, what time did we originally wake up?
8.
So we woke up at 8.
Yeah.
And I went back to sleep at
About 12, maybe?
and then woke up at
2:30, maybe?
yeah. So I had a nice 2.5 hour nap. The reason being, I was up for 3 hours. I think I woke up and the time was 1:38 last night. So 1:38 a.m. By the time that I went back to sleep, the last time I checked the time, I think it was like 3:30. But it would have been like another half an hour before I actually went to sleep. So that was like 3.5 hours. Charlie was just out cold, laying there going, oh, over and over. He was like semi-snoring, had Alfie in the middle of us, also snoring and moving, and then Alfie would like fall asleep again, and then Charlie would go, oh, and then Alfie would be like fidgeting. So then I would wake up, and then I had the strangest dream, possibly one of the strangest dreams I've ever had. Do you remember it?
Yes. I don't think it's safe for YouTube.
I'm going to tell you anyway because it's hilarious, but it makes me want to go and get my sanity checked because it's that weird. So basically, I had a dream that I was with Charlie and there were loads of blackheads on my nipple. Like hundreds of blackheads on my nipple. So I decided to squeeze them and cotton buds came out. Hundreds of cotton buds came out, and I was like, see, I told you there was cotton buds in my nipple, and they were like really difficult to get out because obviously you're like getting cotton buds out of a blackhead spot.
Honestly.
It's true. So you obviously know that I'm going out tonight. Charlie is now joining me. Doesn't look like he really wants to. Charlie is now joining me. I'm not really too sure who's going, but I haven't figured out what I'm going to wear. I haven't figured out my hair. I have a really nice spot that has decided to come up right here that I've been trying to get rid of for the last 24 hours. Actually, probably more like 16 hours. Currently, I look like I've got a swimming cap on. So, we ended the video last night saying that we had some exciting news, but I'm still not going to tell you. I'm going to keep it on a little bit of a cliffhanger because at this moment in time, it's about 90% confirmed. So I don't want to go all guns blazing saying, oh yeah, we're doing this, and then it like not happen. But you may be able to pick up what I'm putting down if you have watched the last few videos because I've kind of spoke about it. So there's your clue. But I'm very excited, and it's probably one of the reasons why in the night I was awake for so long, because I just kept thinking, oh my god, I need to do this and this and this and this. Probably also didn't help that I had an espresso martini like 4 o'clock yesterday, so it kept me awake for a long time.
It did.
I'm not sure whether to film like little bits tonight and then put it in. So this is going to be Sunday's video. So I don't know whether to put it in Sunday's video or put it in Monday's video. I don't know whether this be like a sort of getting ready or whether I'm going to like film the whole process, because I haven't literally got any other footage today apart from this so far. I got like one clip this morning of Alfie in his Christmas gear.
Yeah.
Holly hanging across the door, neighbors singing tales of yore. It's so close, hardly can wait. Waking up on Christmas, children dreaming without a care. 'Tis the season most everywhere, so come home, there's no better place. Waking up on Christmas Day, tinsel wrapped around the tree. Snowflakes dancing in the street. Presents tied up with a string for you and me. So grab your stocking above the fire. Bells are rocking to the choir. No, nothing else is the same. Waking up on Christmas Day. Waking up on Christmas Day.
The makeup is done and now it's really, really, really dark. Can you turn that lamp on for me, please? Thank you. Not sure how I feel about the eyelashes. I haven't worn eyelashes in like months and it's really, really strange to me because it feels like heavy on my eyelids. I was going to say, do you know what I mean? But
No, I don't.
have you ever worn fake eyelashes?
Yes.
Have you? I need to sort my hair out and I don't know what the hell I'm going to wear. Because it's probably like, Alexa, time out. What's the time?
What's the time
It's
outside?
4:30. At the moment, it's 7 degrees Celsius.
So it's 7 degrees.
Tonight, you can expect
All right, babes. So it's 7 degrees. Can expect a low of 2 degrees. What am I going to wear? You know, normally in this situation, I'd probably be wearing my massive puffer coat. Something along those lines. And I can't do that. So I'm going to be freezing my tits off. I'd be like, Charlie, give me your jacket. Charlie's going to be like, no, I'm freezing.
That's exactly what I'll do, yeah.
Also, I caved and I've had an elf bar. But please don't worry because I'm not going to go back to it. I swore, didn't I? I swore on absolutely everything that I will not go back to it. So if you're watching this and you're like, no, Daisy, like Charlie is, I know that's how he feels about the smoking situation. It's just because I'm having a drink and I've already had a drink. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the elf bar. But if anybody wants to know, it's watermelon.
Wait, yeah, 5 minutes. Hello.
This is the fit that I have chosen. If you remember from my charity shop haul, I bought this from the charity shop for like £2 or something.
Oh, yeah.
This top is from... You don't care, okay? They do. This top is from Zara a couple of years ago. These jeans are from Vinted, but they're from H&M. I've worn them countless amount of times in my vlogs, so you'll probably know which ones I'm on about. And I actually cannot remember where these shoes are from.
Zara.
No, I have no idea where my shoes are from, but I've got my chunky boots on. It'll be freezing, but I literally do not care. Elf bar in hand. Fit check.
Jeans, t-shirt, shoes,
Jacket.
shirt.
Elf bar.
Sausage roll. Part of it.
Yeah, I just scrounged 2 sausage rolls because I wanted to line my stomach, but I'm not going to lie. I don't really want them, but you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I'd rather eat 2 sausage rolls than be throwing up, but then I'm going to be throwing up anyway, and it's probably going to be sausage rolls that I'm going to be throwing up.
I hope you're not sick. I really hope you're not ill.
I haven't been out for like 3 years, Charlie. If this happens, okay? What,
Yeah, I'm going to be the one paying the Uber fine because you've thrown up in the back seat.
I'm not going to throw up in the Uber. I've never thrown up in an Uber. I wouldn't. I've never thrown up on the night. It's the next day, and you're leaving at 10 tomorrow anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be absolutely dying trying to look after Alfie. Obviously, my mum's going to be there as well. Don't worry, I'm not going to, like, just be in the hands of my child ridiculously hungover.
They could probably hear me eating this. Apologies. Apologies if you can hear this.
He's a chammer. He's a chammer. What do you think about being able to poo in front of your boyfriend? Charlie will not let me do it. So we have this rule between us, right? Where we will wee with the door open, absolutely fine. The second I go in for a wee, and you know when you go and you're not expecting to poo, and then you sit down and you're like, I can feel one. So then I go, oh, I'm going to poo, and he runs to the door and shuts the door as if I'm committing some sort of crime. Why is that? I really hope that other couples can tell me that they poo in front of each other so then it can actually ease his mind. I bet you pooed in front of your ex.
Literally did not.
I bet you
Ever.
did. I bet you did. He definitely pooed in
Never
front
once.
of his ex. He definitely did.
Never once.
Yeah, he did. What is it you do?
I'm not doing it.
He keeps doing this. He keeps doing this thing. Right, guys. And it's making me feel sick. It's gonna be my husband one day, and I'm gonna walk in, just like going about my business, going about my day, and I'm gonna walk in like this, like, yeah, and then you're gonna be sat on the sofa like. Would have been really upset if you proposed to me then.
Why?
Because I'd have been like, you're proposing to me
In my bed.
literally 2 seconds before we're going on a night out. Like, I'd be like,
No, you wouldn't. You'd cry of happiness either way.
yeah, but
Cheers, love.
cheers, lover. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. Did I end up going out? No. Yeah, I didn't end up going out. So it's now Sunday, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this vlog here, and then the next few clips I'm going to film I will put in Mondays, so tomorrow's video, because I just want to sort of end the vlog off explaining what kind of happened. So basically, to cut a long story short, everything was fine. We basically went to a local pub, not far away from where I live now, to have a few drinks to like start off and everything. And then, oh yeah, by the way, if you see this, it's not a hickey. I do not have a love bite on my neck. It's where I was scrubbing my tan off and I scrubbed it far too hard, and now it's left this like eczema patch sort of thing. So no, I have not got just like a random love bite exposed on my neck. But anyway, so yeah, we went to this pub. We were having a good time. We were just gonna like sort of start off there and then see where we ended up. So it was me, Charlie, one of my friends, Poppy, my best friend Akira, and then she brought her boyfriend who came for a little bit, but he had to leave because he had work early. So it was just us 5 for a while. It's really, really nice. We were just sat outside having a drink. I had a huge headache, which was really annoying, but I was just trying to like sort of look past it and everything. He had been at his dad's literally all day, so I hadn't seen him when he'd come back. My mum had taken him in, but my mum had sent me a couple of photos, and you know, I was upset, but I wasn't like distraught to the point that I was like, oh my god, I need to go home. So everything was going well. Mum said he was fine, and then I had this huge headache, but like I said, it was fine. And then I went to the toilet, so Charlie went to the toilet and I went to the toilet as well. Obviously not in the same toilet, but we both went to the toilet at the same time. And while I was in the toilet, I got a text from my dad saying, I'm really sorry to text you on your night out. Alfie has been sick everywhere and won't settle. And I was like, oh my god, like I already couldn't relax because it was the first time I'd ever gone out. Not ever, but since having Alfie. So I already felt like I couldn't relax, and then that happened and I was like, oh my god. So I called my mum. I called my mum and she was like, he's fine, he's just not settling. He threw up all over me, like we don't know why. Apparently he hasn't slept the entire day, which your mum, you know, like your baby needs to nap. Even when they're like 1 year old, they still usually nap. I know every baby's different, but I know that Alfie does at least have 1 nap a day. And she was like, yeah, apparently he hasn't slept the entire day, not once. And this was like, what, 9 o'clock? Like coming up to 9 o'clock? I was like, oh my god, like stressing out because I know my child, and I know that when he needs to sleep, and what he's going to be like if he doesn't. So I said to my mum, I was like, look, I'll figure it out, like I don't know what we're going to do yet. But that instantly sort of put something in my mind. So I went back to the table and kind of told everyone, and I just felt really bad because I'd promised not only my best friend but my boyfriend like a night out. Me and Charlie have never been on a night out together, so it was like supposed to be a really exciting time. However, you know, when it comes to my child, there's not really much I can do, and everybody understood that. Of course they did. They wouldn't be my friends, or Charlie wouldn't be my boyfriend if they didn't understand that. So, you know, it was hard because I felt so bad on them, but like I said, at the same time, my child comes first. I told them that, and I just said, look, I don't know what to do yet. My mum said he's fine, but I don't know how I feel about it. We went back inside and went inside because it was freezing. And then a couple of my other friends decided to come. Akira's boyfriend left. So there was like 6 of us, I think. But it was just basically me, some of my girlfriends and Charlie. And everything was fine. But I just could not drink anymore. I just felt so out of it in my head because I was just constantly thinking about Alfie. So I just could not drink any more alcohol, and I literally drank like 2.5 glasses of Prosecco at this point. So it was literally like coming up to 10 o'clock, and Kira basically turned around to me and said, look, you do not have to come out, like don't stress about me or anyone, we've got other nights. It's your child, you need to make sure that he's okay or feel worried and stuff like that. And I said, okay, look, what I'll do is I'll stay for a little bit longer, but we won't go out, so we'll just stay at the pub for a bit longer, have a couple more drinks, have a nice chat and stuff, and then not go out, because the pub we were at was like basically 10 minutes away, whereas if we were to go out like into town, it would be more like a 20-minute, sometimes even like coming up to half an hour drive home. So I didn't want to be too far away from Alfie, basically. So I stayed at the pub for about half an hour longer, and then my mum messaged and said he still won't settle. She wasn't telling me to come home, of course she wasn't, but she wanted to let me know because she knows that if she doesn't tell me and then I find out that he was like really bad, I would have been really upset because I wasn't there. So yeah, she told me that he still won't settle, hasn't been sick again, seems fine but just will not sleep. And I was just like, I know why he won't sleep, and it's because he hasn't been with me. And by the way, yes, I am putting mascara in my eyebrows. If I sound really nasally, I don't really know what's going on. But yeah, so then at that point I said, look, I can't like be out knowing that he's not well and not okay. So at about 10:30, me and Charlie booked an Uber and went home, and we were in bed by 11 o'clock. I literally got home, fed Alfie straight away, and he fell straight to sleep. Literally not even like a second of fast or anything. He just fell straight to sleep. So obviously that's what he needed. I felt really, really bad, but you know what? I was more than happy to wake up completely hangover free and not feel like absolute death's door. Like, of course it was a shame that I couldn't just stay out. Oh, by the way, this looks so orange. I didn't realise how orange this was going to look. That's why in the clip from earlier, I was literally like, but when it blends out, it's really not that bad. Anyway, so yeah, I was more than happy to not be hangover free. It's just a shame that, you know, I couldn't spend the night with my friends because I'd sort of like hyped it up to be like that. So I felt more bad on them than I did myself, if that makes sense. I was more disappointed for them than I was for me. But I know that they all completely understand, and I'm very, very lucky to have a group of friends that completely understands, because, well, like I said, if they didn't understand, then they would not be friends and I would probably cut them off. But I know that some people probably would be like, oh no, just don't worry about it. But I'm very glad that they were more than good about the situation and weren't just thinking of themselves. But yeah, so we were in bed by 11 o'clock and Alfie slept fine. I think I fell asleep in the cot at some point. I keep doing that, I need to stop doing it. It was a lovely night, it just wasn't what we obviously thought it was going to be. And then I did see on a couple of the girls' Snapchat stories that they did all end up going out, which I'm really pleased about, because at least they actually did what they were planning to do, even if I wasn't there. So I kind of felt less bad because they didn't just go home. I obviously said that I was gonna like put like some footage in or something, and I just didn't want people to wonder why I'm not doing that, because I literally didn't get anything because we didn't go anywhere apart from the pub. I just wanted to come on here and explain that to sort of round off this video, because otherwise it literally would have just ended in such a random position. So yeah, the next clips that you will see will be of me when I've probably done a little bit more of my makeup in the car, because I think me and my mum are going to get coffee. So that is the next clips you will see. As I said, I just wanted to round off this video here. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. I love you all so, so much, and I will see you in tomorrow's video, which I'm filming today. Bye.